Hey, what's up, Wholesale Universe? Hope you're having a great day. Look, this is going to be an important video, okay? Actually, hey, Kevin, can you close that office door for him? That way I'm not over here overwhelming him. I got Don in here doing sales, Kevin here doing sales, and I'm just about to blow it up right here on the whiteboard. But I want to go over this information with you. So, some people are worrying, some people are not. Some people think coronavirus is real, some people think it's fake. But everybody's wondering the same question. What's next? Okay, so I'm going to talk about that today because I've seen there be some people that don't know what's next. I see some people that are completely planning for what's next. I see some people that are trying to prepare now and it's too late to prepare for what's happening right now. And I see some people, that are already prepared. So I see it all along the board. What's next, though? I'm going to show you what's next for us and what you should be doing too, especially if you're somebody that maybe you work in the oil field and you're getting laid off. Like we were talking to a gentleman just a few minutes ago that he got laid off, looking for work. He had a job last week, everything was going great, and then boom, next thing you know, he doesn't have a job. Does that happen to you? Or does that happen to somebody that you know? Okay. Now, the next thing is people that own restaurants and bars and the people that own theaters, like in New York. What about those people? Okay, what about you? Do you own a bar or a restaurant in one of these places? Do you work at a bar or a restaurant or a theater? Do you work on a cruise ship? Are you getting shut down right now and being told, hey, you can't make any money right now. Sorry. Things are out of your control and you're not able to make any money. It sounds scary, doesn't it? Maybe, hopefully, you're not dealing with this today, but more than likely, somebody watching this is going to be affected or knows somebody that's going to be affected by what's happening right now with the coronavirus, with the government shutting down, certain activities, certain things that you can and can't do. If that's happening for you and you're wondering, where's my next meal coming from? Where's my next paycheck coming from? Where am I going to get the money to pay for my house, to pay for rent, to buy, diapers, to buy food, to buy toilet paper? Folks are making a run on the toilet paper right now. Look, if you think that's bad, imagine what happens 2 and 3 weeks from now when people make runs on, everything. Imagine what happens a couple of weeks from now if you haven't prepared your business and prepared your money financially for what's to come. What happens if prices go up? Okay, cool. You want to buy everything? Prices are going up. Do you have the money to take care of that? What happens if you're not able to go to work? The biggest part about this is, are you able to go to work or are you getting shut down? Because for the folks that can't go to work or their businesses are getting shut down, I know plenty of people that are working from home today. Okay, Bonnie, it came here this morning early because why? Where are the kids at? The kids are out of school too for at least the next 2 weeks. They just had spring break, which is a whole week. Count the weekends, that's 8, 9, 10, 11 days actually. If you count, Saturday and Sunday on the weekend before and after. That's just 9 days, But 9 days plus another 2 weeks, okay? Plus you're not going to work or you're not able to go in and eat out. Like, what's next? Okay, I'm just giving you the scenarios. I'm not trying to make you panic. Because I'm not over here panicking. Because I prepared myself the last 4 and 5 years for this specific situation. Now, I've never been through this situation, but I've heard people talk about what happened back in 2008. And I was like, you know what? I want to make sure that if this was to ever happen again, if an economy was to crash again, that I myself would be prepared for what's happening right now. Okay? Now, it is nerve-wracking. Because I do know things could get tough, but I know that I'm going to be fine. Why? Why am I going to be fine? Well, one, I have tangible, make sure I spell that right, tangible inventory. And not even so much as I have tangible inventory, but that the inventory is designer inventory, and it already has an MSRP. It already has a price, a cost, what it costs. Now, with this designer inventory, even though people are like, well, retail isn't going to do very well, hold on, let me get to that. With this designer inventory, mainly I carry shoes and clothing. Okay? And You can say what you want. After a while, people would have to have shoes again. After a while, clothing messes up, tears. Like, clothing isn't going to be the big one. Shoes will be. That's why I love carrying shoes. Now, everybody has their own, what they love in business. Some people love, real estate. Some people love insurance. Some people love doing certain types of real estate. Some people, do lawn care. Some people, build houses. Some people teach. It doesn't matter what you do. This is personally what works for me. And I'm looking to help people that this also works for. Because I've seen people, even right now, that tons of people are still spending money. I'm still spending money. Okay, I found a good deal this morning on some pallets that we spent some money on. Okay, but tangible designer inventory is great for selling at any time. Okay, it's already designer. It already has a price on it. Shoes and clothing. People need shoes. Okay, people need clothing. Shoes, they tear up. The bottoms of them, they mess up. At some point, you have to have new shoes. You have to have new clothing. Okay, so that's why I love selling. Now, some people will disagree and they'll say, hey, retail isn't going to sell that well. Okay, other great part about it is the cost. Okay, the cost that you're getting the products at, there's no reason that you can't turn and make a profit. No matter, if you bought the inventory at 20% of retail value, 80% off, if you were all about volume and making some profit, sell it at 25, 27, 30%. Sell it for a very, very low price. You're making low profits, but you're turning it very, very quickly. Look, in what's coming up, if some of you lose your job, it's not about how much money and profit you can make. You're just looking to make money, right? Okay, so what you got to do during these times is you got to get out of the mindset of, I want to make tons and tons of profit. Now, I still want to. I haven't dropped my prices on Amazon. Products are still selling. I'll show you some screenshots today of the sales over the weekend, over the last couple of days. Sales are still coming in like normal. Okay, so me personally, I'm still leaving my products high. However, I'm talking to folks out there, if you might have lost your job and you need some money, okay, you need some cash coming in. The cost that you're buying it at, you can turn and flip it, not for a huge profit, but if you were able to make a profit of $40, $60, $80, $100 or more a day by simply sitting at home and listing on Facebook or listing on Poshmark, okay, replace an income, even if it's a small income, even if it's an extra $500, $1,000 a week, or $1,000 to $2,000 per month. Do something to offset that. Okay, now, while many of you are sitting at home over the next 2 weeks, okay, instead of hey, you know what, I'm off of work for the next 2 weeks. Hopefully work still pays me. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It is what it is. Don't allow the situation to come to you and accept that. Say, hey, sweetheart, for the next 2 weeks, would you like to invest in X, shoes, clothing, bedding, handbags, accessories? People need hats, people need belts. Okay, people are going to need pants. They will need bedding as you go into the different seasons. Bedding changes. Okay, the season changes. People need these things. And there will always be a market for it. No matter what you tell yourself, there will always be somebody looking to buy shoes, clothing, bedding, handbags, etc. No matter where. Okay, somebody's always going to want something new. The prices will always rebound. And I've always got the product available. Okay, now, the next thing, okay, besides having tangible designer inventory, let's go down here to number 2. Okay, so we already talked about having inventory. What's next during this time? Making sure that you have it. The inventory. If you don't have the inventory and then you don't have money, that's going to be a problem. Okay? But if you do have the inventory, you're going to be just fine. 2 is staying busy and doing more. Listing more places. Listing on more platforms. I talked about this morning bringing in more sales members for our sales team. Why? This is a time to expand. This is not a time to contract. The market is already contracting. Okay? So if it's already contracting, you need to step out within the marketplace and expand into it. Because when it comes back to normal and you've expanded, how much more will you expand when it goes back to normal? Okay, so expansion, and this is coming out of my playbook. So it doesn't have to be your playbook, but I'm telling you my playbook for what's next. I'm getting more inventory and I'm expanding into the marketplace. Okay? As I expand, I'm buying more deals. As I see product deals, I'm making more offers for product deals. Okay? I'm doing what I can to get more inventory and expanding out. I'm putting more staff members in here. Like, we are hiring. Okay? People are talking about laying folks off and going out of business. I'm like, what?
Don't worry about that.
Like, what do you do when the virus goes away? You just start all over? Okay? Not here. Okay? We're expanding. We're moving out into the marketplace. I'm trying to see, hey, who's trying to, is any of these big box retailers trying to sell any of this inventory at a deeper discount, trying to turn inventory right now? If so, I'm all over it. So where everybody else is like, I got laid off of work, I'm not going to spend any money, and you're just contracting into the issue and the problem, I'm looking for ways to expand in it, and I'm looking for ways to solve problems, and that's what you should be doing as well. Figuring out how you can solve problems within here and expand when the marketplace contracts and pulls. Okay, because when it pulls, know that it's going to push at some point. It has to. Okay? Now, I'm not a financial expert, but I have studied history, and I have seen that you're going to have highs, you're going to have lows. I've experienced myself these types of things myself in business. There have been highs and there have been lows. When my own internal economy has been great, and then it's not been so great. Okay, so if you understand an internal economy within a business or within an industry, you can understand how an economy would work, based off of certain things happening. So these are just the things that I'm seeing right here. There's so much more that we can go into and we can talk about. Expansion, that right underneath it, work. Times like this require more work. Okay, that's how you're going to stay afloat. Look, if you think that you're going to take this and, who knows, nothing may come about it. But if things negatively start coming about this, you don't need to just take it on the chin and walk away. Okay? You need to put in some work. Start listing more places. Start getting more inventory. Go and seeing who will buy your inventory. Go try to see other stores. Sell it on Facebook Marketplace. Get on Craigslist. Hop on the phone. Do some Facebook ads. Spend $5 a day in Facebook ads and see what that does for you. Let people around you locally know that you're a reseller and you have designer inventory. Or you're selling, whatever you're selling. Whether you're selling grill pads or whether you're selling hats. It doesn't matter. Okay? Do more work during this time. Be seen by more people. That's another thing. 4. What's next during this time for us? I'm going to put more money on advertising. I said eyes. I want more eyes on me.
Are you doing on Amazon or where?
Advertising and marketing. I'm not going to slow down. We're going to do more advertising. We're going to do more marketing. I want more eyes on me. Why do I want more eyes on me during this time? Well, for one thing, because if I know that there's more people than normal that may not spend, there's still going to be spenders. In any market, there's still spenders. But right now, if there's more people than normal that may not spend, then I want more eyes on me. This is not just for wholesale. I'm doing this for retail as well. I do it in my retail store. I'm doing it with my online e-commerce stores as well. I want more people seeing me. Okay, so I'm going to spend more on advertising. And if I have to spend a little bit more, but it give me the same amount that I was making or more, like it keep things level where they're at, it's worth it. Okay? So, like I said, we're not looking to contract. We're looking to expand out in this marketplace because when the market comes down, but you expand into it, when it goes back to normal, you go even higher. Okay? These are the things that I've learned from people that are making tons and tons of money. These are things that I've learned from people that are, multi-millionaires and billionaires. Is they're not going to think about contracting. They're going to think about pushing you to the marketplace. The other thing, I just went and saw my bank.
They'll take forever, man.
I'm getting some funding.
Oh, yeah. Forget that.
You want to put money out into the economy? I'm going to take it. Why? Because I know what I can deploy funds with and do it. Okay, so that's something else that you might consider right now is some funding. And I know it's written crazy up there because I'm going quick, but it's something you should consider. It's something you should consider if you have a solid business plan, you know how to make money, you know how to deploy the funds and build assets with it and grow money with it and profit. Now, if you have no clue what you're doing, you might want to take this as a learning experience and learn from it. Okay, don't break yourself from it, but ask questions to people that are going through it or people that have been through it before. Okay, ask questions to the people that are succeeding through something like this, that are not worrying about something like this, that are pushing forward, and you see moving ahead during something like this. Funding is something that I'm doing for myself, but it's something I'm doing for myself because I already have a proven business model with sending the products to Amazon and with also selling them here in our retail store. I already have a proven business model. I already have years of positive tax returns, great credit. I've got cash in the bank, cash flow coming in, and so I'm going to go get some funding. And I'm going to use that funding when everything is being discounted. I'm going to deploy my money into the marketplace. So these big companies that are wanting to sell products at an even bigger discount than they already do, boom, I'm buying it. Okay? If I see a house out in the marketplace that I want, somebody's like, hey, $100,000 house, selling it for 60. You know what? It's hurting me. I need to just get it gone. I'll sell it for 30. I'm buying it. Okay, like these are the things that you want to be doing. If you can get the funding, you might want to do that. Now we have funding online, and we also have where you can reach out to Don or Kevin, and you can get some other type of funding as well. But we have Fundbox, we have Behalf, and then we have other seed capital as well that we can help you get over here. If you need funding, just reach out to Don or reach out to Kevin at any time. You can go to the page. You can message them. You can text Don 903-918-4618. You can text Kevin 903-746-5606. Call them or text them. Okay, we want to answer your questions at any time and help you do these things. All right, so I'm going to erase this real quick. I'm going to erase this, and we're going to do a little bit more. We're talking about what's next. What's next? So we talked about funding. We talked about having the tangible inventory. We talked about advertising. We talked about expansion. Some other things that we're going to be doing more right now that you could be doing as well. Improving your process. Now, when I say that, I'm not talking about just the business process in general. I'm talking about all of them. I'm talking about all of your processes. Your buying process, your selling process, your liquidation process. Maybe you're talking about your whole, the business process in general, like how do you hire? How do you train? How do you bring people in on your staff? Like that's what we're going to take this time and do. We're still making money, but I'm also taking the time to figure out how can I improve this and make sure that if this situation ever happens again, that it's a better situation. Okay? It's already not a bad one. Okay? But how can we make it even better next time? So that's another one right there. And actually, that's like number 6 because we just did 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's number 6 right there. 7. Okay, so, and before we get to that, improving your processes, look, there's always a process that can be improved. Like, how are you dropping prices? How are you selling your inventory? Like, what's the process for that? Did you follow it last time, like how we talked about it, or did you not? Okay, these right here, this could probably be up towards the top. Okay, now, just because we talked about it, number 6, doesn't mean it's number 6. Okay, improving your process, like that's something that we do here weekly. Just last week or the week before, I improved my sales team process for something that should have been done a year ago, got done last week because it just took that long to do. And I wasn't focused on it until I realized, like, hey, this is an issue that needs to be fixed. And thankfully, I got it fixed, and then all this coronavirus stuff started happening. And I was like, you know what? Thankfully, I already have this in place right there. So, look, I was 4.5, 5 years into business before I fixed that specific process right there. And I have dozens upon dozens of processes here, okay, that can all be improved on. Because just because it's fixed now doesn't mean in 2 weeks, 2 months, or even 2 years that it's outdated. It needs to be updated again, all right? So improving and updating processes. And this is not something that you just do one time. This is something that we're always looking at here and that we're always trying to do. 7, though, if you have been laid off. Okay, we were talking about, and this is not our process, but it's something reminding me. I heard Don in there a few minutes ago. There was a gentleman, a truck driver. He was driving into West Texas. Been laid off. Okay, last week he was telling us, I think they're about to lay me off. Don just got off the phone with him, and Don, didn't you just say he's home empty-handed?
Yep.
Home empty-handed. Okay? Man saw it coming. He's like, here it comes. I'm going to end up at home. No money, no work. Thankfully for him, Don, he had good what?
Credit.
Good credit. Okay? Because is credit good or bad? That's one thing that our sales team, credit good or bad? That's one thing that our sales team makes sure to hammer on when we get on the phone is like, hey, if you need some funding, you need some financing, like, do you need that? Because if you need it, we have it. I have multiple different companies that have partnered up with Wholesale Universe that can lend you money, whether it be Fundbox with net 45 terms, whether it be Behalf, okay, whether it be Seed Capital. Okay, there's multiple different ways that we can get you money over here, and there's companies that work with us that want to get you money. But Don's going to ask you this question, so is Kevin. Is your credit? It's good or bad? Okay, if it's bad, you need to get with the credit repair company. Like that's something I would do during this time. Go ahead, Don.
Yeah, and I got one.
Don's
I
got
got
to
a
take
credit
care of
repair
it.
company. Let me tell you what. She can make everything negative on your credit report go away in less than 60 days. But you got to reach out to us. And so, don't let these credit companies tell you that it's going to take 10 months and $200 or $300 a month to get your credit taken care of. Because here's the thing. They're not going to let you use your credit the next 10 months. And many of you, that's all you're going to have is the ability to somehow find a way to get more funds. So we can get your credit taken care of. Don't worry about it. But you got to reach out to us.
It's not Wholesale Universe doing your credit. I just want to make a disclaimer.
No, it's a third party.
This is a third party that we're going to
She's
refer you
amazing.
to. Okay. Bonnie and I just got done dealing with a third party company. Actually, Bonnie did. I didn't. Bonnie dealt with a third party for her credit. We're using a third party for my credit because we do a lot of go out and borrow a lot of money here. So like our credit is constantly like taking hits because we're borrowing money or trying to go like get another phone in our name or buy another forklift or buy other stuff for inside of here. So with doing that, our credit is taking a hit as well. So we've had to go out and find third party companies to where we've helped to fix our credit. Now my credit's it's anywhere, it fluctuates between 725 to 740 at any time. I wish I could get it to an 800, but it's not. It's like 720 to 740, 725 to 740, somewhere in between.
Back to that truck driver, I just asked him what he's doing. He said, well, I'm trying to find a job over here in Fort Worth. I said, that's going to be really hard.
Yep.
Because companies are closing. Yep. So in the meantime, he's going to he's going to buy in with, he's going to get in with Wholesale Universe. He's going to start small, pack and ship.
Now what's crazy is these are the same people though that we've been talking to for weeks and months on end that are waiting until something bad happens.
Yeah.
And you can't do that. I mean, you can, and it's never too late to start. But folks, start now. Like even if you're just hearing about it now and you haven't got, if you've already been started with this, great. But if you're just now hearing about it, then start now. Because if you don't, you're going to be in a situation to where you're like, man, like I wish I had got started. If I had an Amazon account filled with products for every time that I had heard, I wish I got started with you a year ago. I had a guy that watched for 3.5 years before he got started. I knew him personally. Okay, he watched me for 3.5 years and then he finally decided to get started. Like this happens all the time. So if you're interested in doing this, folks, just get started. And if you don't have money, we've got financing over here, not through Wholesale Universe, but there's third-party financing companies that we work with that can get you financed if you have good credit. Now, if you have bad credit, we've had people get financed with bad credit based off of their income. Okay, so that would be through Fundbox.
Fundbox and also funding Lending USA.
Yeah, Lending USA and Fundbox. Fundbox off of our website also helps with people that don't have good credit.
Now, I will tell you this. I've talked to several clients here over the last month and a half that said, yeah, I just want to get all my ducks in a row before I get started. Folks, your ducks may never be in a row. Let me tell you what. And if you wait for everything to be perfect, you're never going to get it off the ground.
There's people that have been waiting for it to be perfect before they started with this, and now look what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay? And if they would have got started with this, they would have the inventory that I talked about a few minutes ago. At cost, it would make them money. They would be good to go right now. But you're going to have people that are waiting to get their ducks in a row that lose all their money because they don't get started. Me, like I'm glad that I got started 5 and 6 years ago. Okay? I couldn't afford to get started in the Marine Corps. I did. And now this is where I'm at 6 years later. So, folks.
And your ducks are flying now.
Hey, flying, laying golden eggs sometimes. All right, now, look, I'm not saying like that we're the biggest, baddest company in the world.
No.
I plan on being there in 5 and 10 and 15, 20 years, but I understand like that takes time. So will your business. It will take time. So when you're like, well, let me get my ducks in a row, understand from the moment you get your ducks in a row, there is still a time frame that it takes to start and then move forward with the process. So just because you get your ducks in a row doesn't mean that you're going to steal. Like, you still got to spend the money, start the process.
Phone call.
Yep.
Gotta
Go ahead, take it. So that's a phone call for Don. Somebody probably saw the video and called in. So don't wait to get your ducks in a row to start doing what you know that you need to do for your future. Call us now, okay? You're going to call Don. Maybe not call him right now. Call Kevin. 903-746-5606. You can also call Don, though. I want you to, or you can text both of them. Okay, but Don's number, 903-918-4618. Give him a call. Shoot him a text. He will get on a phone call with you, so will Kevin, and they'll take care of you and answer your questions. All right, so if you've been laid off, now is the time to get in. If you've got some money saved up, obviously you need to keep some for yourself, but obviously you also need to spend some to help make you some more money too, because you don't know when they're saying a week, 2 weeks, but what if it's 4? What if it's 8? And I'm not trying to spread panic or fear. I'm not. The media is doing that enough for you. I'm being a realist and saying this is what's happening right now. What are you going to do about it? Okay, so, and not even laid off. Let's get to number 8. This is the one that I really want to talk about. This is for my business owners. Is your business shut down? Is your business shut down? Okay, because I see it happening, and I can foresee it happening. They're already telling business owners, New York, restaurants cannot have people dining in. What's next? They just got to close. What do these business owners do? Well, hopefully the government takes care of them. But we've already learned time and time again, and I'm not saying I don't trust my government and I'm not going to depend on them to take care of me. I served in the Marine Corps, okay? I love this country. But what I will say this, I do hurricane search and rescue. I've seen what's going on in times of emergencies, and I understand that some things, some processes just take time. Whether it's deploying funds and reserves and emergency funds to businesses and people, whether it is deploying troops and deploying people to go help in times of need and emergency, some things just take time. So if the government says businesses must shut down, but they also say your bills are still due until they can fix these things, because we know the government takes time. What are you going to do, business owner, provider, husband, wife, mother, father? What are you going to do? You going to roll over and take it, or are you going to take charge of your life? Okay, because I can tell you how I took charge of my life. While other people right now are shut down and closing and fearing, I'm not. Why? Because I'm a business owner that took charge. I was able to get the products. I was able to get the building. I was able to get the funds. Like, I'm able to do every single bit of this. If you're a business owner, more than likely, you still got some money. If not, you have access to money. If you don't have access to money, I can get you to access money over here. If you have good credit and you're a business owner and you're pissed off, upset about being shut down, but still want to make money, I can help you. Okay, I would be upset if I was in your position too. And look, you need to reach out to Don. You need to reach out to Kevin. We want to help you. If you're a business owner that's affected by this, if you're shut down, you still need a way to make money. Right now, USPS, FedEx, everything is still shipping right now, including third-party shipping companies. If I need to get some boxes of products out the door for you, shipped to you so you can make some money, whether that be on Amazon FBA or selling it on Facebook Marketplace and have people come pick up from your house, or you go meet them somewhere. If you want to make some money, your business is shut down or you've been laid off, you need to reach out. We are your line of help right now. Okay?
Folks,
Go ahead.
You see, we're true believers that if you don't have multiple sources of income and you have all your eggs in one basket, and then something like this happens and the basket breaks, you lose your eggs. You've got nothing. And Warren Buffett said this, and I believe this every single day. If you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. That's if you have a job.
You know what else Warren Buffett said?
What else did he say?
Warren Buffett said, when the tide goes out, you'll see who was skinny dipping.
Exactly.
Okay? So, yeah, the tide may go out. Okay? You better come to us and let us help you get some shorts on. Okay? Or some swimming trunks on. Because when that tide goes out, we're going to see who was caught skinny dipping out there.
I got you.
Hey.
Back to work.
We want to help you. Reach out to Don. Reach out to Kevin. Once again, Kevin's phone number, 903-746-5606. Don's phone number, 903-918-4618. We want to help you. I talked about 8 different ways of what's next for us and for other people as well. Okay, this list is for both. I'm just talking about things that I'm seeing, things that I'm hearing, things that I'm noticing right now, and I'll get back on here and do other videos. But I'm telling you, what's next? Life, success, making money, prospering, moving forward, bouncing back. Like it's going to happen, folks. Everything's going to be fine. But what are you going to do until the meantime? Okay, don't roll over and don't let life happen to you. Okay, you can take control over this and you can win and you can be just fine. But you're not going to be just fine if you let this whole process happen to you. Okay, so I've never been one to let problems and let issues, no matter what they were, come to me and attack me. I'm going to go attack the issue and find out ways to solve the issue. And I would recommend that you do the same. And if you need our help, we're here to help you. We ain't going out of business and we ain't shutting down until the cops come and throw us out the door. Okay? And then I still may just stay up here at the warehouse and quarantine myself here if it happens.
We're problem solvers, remember?
We're problem
99% of the time in the solution.
That's right. We are problem solvers. Okay? So, we will find a solution for you no matter what happens. And if you need help making some money, we can help you here at Wholesale Universe with our products and services. Go to our website, www.wholesaleuniversepage.com, or, like I said, call Kevin, or you can call Don as well. Call Kevin 903-746-5606. You can also text him. Call or text Don 903-918-4618. All right, if you have any questions for us, send us a message to the page and we'll make sure you get taken care of. Y'all be safe out there. Continue making money. Continue pressing forward. All right, continue living your life. Have a great day.